I'm going to be making a feminine happy birthday card today. I'm just going to use a standard size card on craft paper. I don't know if you can hear my cat in the background, but she's playing with something and it's really annoying. But standard size craft paper, and I'm going to be using the Fifth and Frolic 6x6 pad that I just got, that I think is super cute. And first what I'm going to do is pick out, I'm going to use this paper, and let's see, I also want to use, what other paper do I want to use? I think I want to use this paper. Okay, so I'm going to kind of be doing some layers. The first thing that I'm going to do is use this Martha Stewart border punch. Yeah, I don't know what she's got, but she's going at it, sorry. And I'm just going to punch out a quick little border here for the bottom layer. I'm going to trim it up. And then I'm going to do the same thing again. Okay, so I've got these two border pieces. I'm going to kind of set them to the side for a second. And then next I'm just going to cut two pretty thinner strips of this striped paper. I wanted something that was really going to contrast with this green kind of polka dotty, almost florally looking. Well, it is a floral. That's why it looks kind of florally, because it is. And how I'm going to adhere them kind of like this. Or, not kind of, but I am going to adhere them like that. Okay. So now I have my two strips. And there's this. It has a little pattern down here in the bottom, but I really like it because it's got a really quiet, or not quiet, subtle is the word I'm looking for. Really subtle pattern, because this is what I'm going to be stamping on. And so I'm going to tear this little strip off here. I'm going to make this a pretty big piece because I can always trim it down if I need to, but I want to see exactly how big I want it to be on my card. And actually I think it's just about size that I want. Yeah, okay, so I got it. Okay, so I'm going to adhere these pieces together at the very end. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to trim this down to 5.5 wide so that it'll fit on the front of my card. Yeah. And next I'm just going to get some little fun pieces of pattern paper from this collection. I'm just going to get a few. I really love this kind of geometric pattern, so I'm going to use it too. And now I just really want something that's going to pop. And you know what? I think this one's going to work just perfectly. Okay, so I'm just going to cut out some little squares from it, from each of these, I mean. And then what I'm going to do is on a scratch piece of craft paper, not that small scratch, I'm going to take my heart stamp here, which is from this. I'm so disorganized right now. I'm still in the process of unpacking all of my craft supplies, so everything is all over the place, and I feel really, really just absent-minded right now. But I'm using this stamp set from Hero Arts. It's the, well, I don't know what stamp set it is, but it's this one. You can see it, so you know which one it is. I'm going to use the heart from it, the heart image. And I'm just going to do it in black because that is the stamp ink, or that's the ink that I could find. I have tons more, but I have no clue where any of it is right now. So black it is, unfortunately. Not really the color of choice for a giant heart, but whatever. Okay. And then I'm just going to trim that out. Okay, so there it is trimmed out. It's not the perfect cut, but whatever. I'm not a perfectionist. And what I'm going to do is next stamp my sentiment, which is Happy Birthday, also from the same stamp set from earlier. I'm going to stamp it over here on the bottom right. And then what I'm going to do is kind of layer, which I need to trim this down actually. Cut them a little too wide. I'm going to layer these strips of paper and then put my heart in the middle. So I think it actually works out pretty well that the heart was black, because it really pops against the different patterns. So I'm going to put these down with just flat against each other. And then I'm going to pop the heart up on dimensional adhesive. If I can get it open again. And I'm just going to take some foam adhesive and adhere this heart down so it's popped up a little bit. And I like to use a lot of adhesive, so don't judge me. So I have that down. And now I'm just going to adhere these strips to the back of my card. I mean to the back of the big part. And I'm going to do that simply by putting adhesive on it. And then sticking these down so that that pink still shows. I'm trying to make sure I stay in frame because I've kind of got it set up a little bit weird to that today. Alright, and then I'm just going to trim off the excess. And that ended up being like almost nearly as big as the front of the card. Let me make this a little bit smaller. Not that that's a whole lot smaller, but it'll do. And there you go, a super simple layered happy birthday card. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Okay, so I'm going to be making a layered feminine happy birthday card. It's going to be pretty girly. That is if I can get into the paper. Just kidding, guys. Maybe I'll make it next week when I finally get this stupid... Really?